Welcome to the Interested and Interesting Person Project. Let's talk about modeling subjects and verbs. What's modeling subjects and verbs? I think you mean who's modeling subjects and verbs. We are. Birds fly. Birds fly. It's a complete sentence. Birds is the subject. Fly is the verb. Some students find modeling sentences vastly more interesting than studying grammar. I know I do. So, how do we model sentences? Well, we look at the sentence, birds fly. We identify the subject of the sentence. And then we identify the verb. We look at its general structure. We see that it begins with a capital and that it ends with a period, and we're off to the races, as it were. So let's take some shots in the dark and see if we can model that sentence. What if we decide that the sentence, instead of saying birds fly, actually says cars drive, telephones ring, citizens vote, skydivers jump, fires crackle. The sky's the limit. Let's try another simple sentence. The robins sang. So what do we do to model the robins sang? Well, we notice there's a the. We don't necessarily need to know that the is an article. Don't need to know that. But we also need to notice that sang is in the past tense. We need to know that our noun is in the plural. So we'll want to just keep those in mind as we come up with different ideas. So what different ideas might we come up with to model a robin sang? We might say the people ran, the dogs barked, the tires screeched, the public hid, the cats howled. Nothing could be more simple than learning grammar by modeling sentences. Let's try one more. The robins sang loudly. I only added one word. I added loudly. Do you need to know that loudly is an adverb? No. You might not. But do you need to know what loudly does there? Yes. So you likely intuitively know that loudly lets us know the volume of the singing it modifies sang. So loudly is a word that modifies a verb. So when we go to model this very, very simple sentence, we need to look for words that will modify the verb of each version that we're going to go through. I'll do them right now. The people ran backwards, right? That modifies the word ran, tells us which direction they were running. The dogs barked madly. The tires screeched ominously. The public hid glumly. The cats howled enticingly. Look in your textbooks and in your assigned reading, and remember, have fun while you practice sentence modeling. The Interested and Interesting Person Project is brought to you by Chris Risley. That's me.